Hello everybody, welcome back. Hope you're doing well today. Another fantastic time because it is time to play Blood of Eternity once more. Oh, look at our cute doggo. What a good boy. Where? Oh, I think it might be time to get the kitty out for a bit though. Just to shake it up a bit. There we go. Right, so we've talking to old what's his face, Azo, and now we need to explore this very strange, well, patient ward, but basically a dungeon. Let's do double speed. I am going to sneak around because surely there's going to be something hidden in one of these crappy rooms. No? Oh, hello.
How may I help?
Whoops. Don't like this place. Yeah, you shouldn't come here.
Will be as silent as my feet.
Well, I know things are rough, but I don't think it was a good idea to come here. I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, hello.
You should see this.
All right, well, let's have a look. Drugs. Is there nothing... We can't go that way, right? That's worrying. All right. Bear in mind, we're not in the North Ward yet. We're just vibing. Master Azo said he'd make me better soon. Yeah, well, Master Azo says a lot of things. I don't know what his deal is. Been hearing screams in the night? I'm sure you have. No, speak. All right. Can I come past? Yeah. No visitors. Oh, North Key Ward. Well, I have it, so I can, but let's just... The construct stares at you through lidless eyes. Let's just check out this side as well first, and then we'll... Oh, is there nothing here? Oh. Oh, we need to go in there. Okay. Sanitarium guard. Keep your distance. Whites? Wits? It must be whites. In the cell back there. We've had incidents when people get close. Oh, okay. Well, I can't go in there, apparently. Like, surely white is spelt with a G, right? I don't really know what those are when it's spelt like wicked. We're not stealing. We're the good guys. We're the good guys. This is not stealing, though, apparently. I'm not going to read about the Deerwood, but we'll take the book. Just squeeze past this gentleman. Ah, I dread to think what's happened to you guys. The poor soul that's in there. Okay, I think we're good. So let's go back here. We don't need to sneak for the moment. To be fair, we haven't really...
Keeping an eye out.
Didn't really check that corner, did we? Okay. No, not stealth. There will be visitors, and it shall be I. Let's close the door once Kitty's through. Is this my face? Tell me. Oh, that's the person we talked about. This is not my face. I don't look like this. Whose face is this? Okay, well. Okay, we can't click on that one. Thundering sky, rain of blood. Innocents must drown. What? Missed that one, last one. The flames must be fed. Watch them rise. Too much silence. Too much. Alright. Alright, nothing to do there. Oh, we should really be. You never know. Nothing there. We can speak to this one. Obviously, it's just going to be the 4 patients we've read about. Graham! This man has the look in his eyes of a hunted animal, and at your approach, he staggers backward to the... This is the prisoner! My brain has only just engaged the prisoner who volunteered to be here. What a clown I am for not getting there sooner. Okay. Imagine if I'm wrong and I've just... Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay. This man has the look in his eyes of a hunted animal, and at your approach, he staggers backwards to the far corner of his cell, halfway appearing as though he would climb the walls if it would get him farther away from you. He cries out, a bizarre, primal utterance like nothing you have heard. I mean, alright, settle down. I need to ask you some questions. Graham looks at you blankly. It is unclear whether he understands you or not, but his panic has momentarily subsided. He opens his mouth to speak, but the words that come out are half-formed, as though his tongue were cut out. They are impossible for you to discern, if indeed they are words at all. Aloth makes a noise of disgust. Those animancers did this to him. You can see what comes of their meddling. Yes, perception. You're afraid. Do certain visitors make you afraid? He looks at you with uncertainty. Slowly, tentatively, he steps closer to the front of his cell, and as he does so, for the first time you can perceive his soul within your ken. What the fuck's a ken? Never mind. It is misshapen, as though maimed by some jagged instrument, and large expanses of it have been gouged out entirely. You feel no barriers of resistance. If you wanted to, you could look further into Graham's soul. Well, I guess we will. Maybe we shouldn't, but I guess we will. You project out toward the maimed soul in front of you, merging with it, its confusion and fear becoming yours as it whisks you into its depths. You're in your cell. A key turns. The door creaks open on neglected hinges. Thoughts come to you in waves, incomplete, broken, fearful. Standing at the door is a rotund, balding man. His upper teeth and pointy nose remind you of a rat. He beckons, apologetic. You don't want to go. Anything else. In your mind is a single word, and the word is no, but it dissolves before it reaches your lips. You press against the back wall, cornered. You cry out. In darkness, you fight against unseen restraints. You cannot move your arms or legs. The man walks into the room carrying a lit candle, its meagre flame casting long shadows across the books and machinery. Straps bind your arms and legs. Cold metal circumscribes the crown of your head and the breadth of your chest. The man is sorry. He is in need of raw materials. They dismantled his work and he needs another source. He needs to show them he was right. He thanks you. Then he turns a knob and you feel yourself begin to crack from within, and you can feel pieces of you torn away, like having your insides chewed by a horde of rats, and you are screaming a scream you can barely hear. Continue searching. Another night, heavy footsteps outside your door, coming for you. You look through a slit in the door. The flesh giant, the artificial being just outside, but facing left, facing the end of the hall. The boy there. The boy looks with interest at the giant, then collapses to the floor like a shed snakeskin. The giant convulses for a moment, then rights itself, turns away, and leaves. What? Interesting. I see. So, surely the flesh giant is absorbing souls of people then? Well, I don't know. Anyway, let's decouple. Graham looks at you, still wild-eyed, but somehow more present. He nods at you, then walks back to the end of his cell. Okay.
I'll stay out of sight.
This is getting really interesting. The page unturned added. The quest expires in 2 days. You fucking what? Oh, it's like a quest we can pick up from the stronghold here. Okay. 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 Right, let's just check. Oh, does it go this way? No. Okay. This is really, really interesting. Oh, this is Usgrim. Of course. Okay, and he was like 17 or something, right? A willowy adolescent boy stands in the center of his cell, gawkish and stoop-shouldered. He stares straight ahead, the occasional blink his only movement, and is unclear whether he registers your presence at all behind his glassy, doll-like eyes. In this state, the barriers between your soul and his are thin and porous, easily bypassed if you should wish it. I do wish it. You close your eyes and edge forward towards the boy's soul, and as you near, a sudden malaise comes over you. You are cold and warm all at once, sweating and shivering and straining for breath, as you did on the caravan journey. The soul you approach is the wrong one, a parasitic plant that strangles its host. It is predatory and pitiless, and you have crossed paths with it before. Too late does it occur to you to retract, and already you feel yourself plunging into some interminable abyss of thought and memory. You are standing in a cell now, the same cell in the sanitarium. The halls are moonlit and empty, and you are waiting. At the far end of the ward, the door opens, revealing a flesh golem in silhouette beneath the stone archway. It makes its usual rounds, the same stops every time, the misbegotten child of despondent creators. When the construct is close, you... Oh, I see! Oh, that's so interesting. Okay, I understand. Right, sorry. read the words, Pango. When the construct is close, you coil yourself up and spring forward, passing out of the boy's body as though it were a membrane. You can sense his body behind you collapsing to the floor, a puppet whose strings are cut. You are rushing toward the golem now, bodiless as a gust of wind. Quickly, you think to yourself, quickly. Oh, quickly! Quickly, you think to yourself, quickly! And you feel the strength hemorrhaging from your soul as you dart towards the makeshift abomination. You pass into the golem's shell and overtake the soul implanted within, encircling it, suppressing it, and contained in this new vessel you are strong again. You step heavy-footed down corridors unheeded by the other constructs and scrutinized only by the wary, untrustworthy eyes of the mad, coming at last to an office piled with books and scrawled papers and the perverse implements of animancy. You set your oversized hands upon a large machine, a nest of globes and tubes and coils in the center of the room, and go to work, bending wires and unsettling alignments. Your surroundings are pulled past you, or perhaps you are pulled past them, and they dissolve into a blur. When they settle into place again, you are outside on a clear day, standing in front of a crowd stacked high above you on the tiered seats of an amphitheatre. You are acting for the crowd, standing deliberately still, but this is no play. A balding man with rodent-like features is strapping you to a machine, the one you had tampered with. You see your arms for the first time, short and fleshy, unmistakably those of a little girl, but this body is not truly yours. Your mind still holds the same determination, the same hard-heartedness as before. The body itself is cold and vacuous, unlike the others. This one has no soul of its own. The man speaks, and the crowd applauds with an enthusiasm worthy of a hero's entrance. "Bear witness," he says, and he pulls a lever. The machine shivers and sparks, and a bead of sweat rolls down the side of the man's brow. But the crowd's apprehension quickly gives way to awe as a crystal globe fills with a radiant mist that casts the entire theatre aglow. He opens a valve and the glow crawls through a tube along a length of copper wiring that runs to a set of electrodes beneath your armpits. You feel nothing when it reaches you, as it should be, for you have been leading his work astray periodically for some time, altering notes and settings and playing puppeteer for Hollowborn. But you make it look like how people would expect it to look when a body is infused with a soul. In a moment, the machine goes dark, and the man unstraps you, eyeing you with a scientist's concern. He looks back up at the crowd. "Behold," he says, but there is an obvious hesitation in his voice. Slowly, you take a plodding step forward, then another, and another. You look up at the man, giving him the eye contact of which no Hollowborn is capable, and the crowd gasps. The man looks relieved. "How do you feel?" he asks at a volume meant for the crowd. And this is the moment. At the top of your lungs, you let out a piercing shriek. The man comes towards you, his hands outstretched, but you run the other way, back to the machine. With all your strength, you drive your head into the crystal globe, and it shatters, streaking your head with warm blood. You drive your head down onto the surface of the machine again and again, drawing panic screams from the crowd, and by the time the man reaches you, your body has already ceased proper function and merely twitches on the cold ground. Satisfied, you depart the corpse in search of another unsuspecting host. Who could put their faith in animancy now? You are pulled again from your surroundings, transcending the boundaries of memories and lifetimes, deeper and deeper past betrayals and murders and lies upon lies that form with the thick webbing of plots beyond mortal comprehension. You settle at last on a room that you have seen before, expansive, with a tall device encasing an Adra monolith at its center. The room is filled with people, and the people all look at the device. Sorry, just had to clear my throat there. You are yanked suddenly back to reality, and the once catatonic boy in the cell is looking directly at you, appraising, calculating. There is no mistaking now that it is the soul of the man who caused your awakening that gazes out from the borrowed husk. A watcher. How interesting. Wow, okay, that was a lot of information. Alright, you made me into a watcher. I need you to undo it. Is that so? He makes no effort to hide his disinterest, but he continues to search your eyes. He makes a slight grunting noise and his eyes soften for an instant, and it seems, for the moment, that he recognizes you. He opens his mouth to speak, then seems to think better of what he was about to say. His jaw tightens. I know your look. You hunger. Hunger for answers that elude you. It gnaws at your soul. It usurps your reason for being. You are like everyone. I will help you let go. He dodges backward with startling grace, putting himself out of reach. On his face there is no malice, only the dispassion of a farmer putting down a sick animal. Then suddenly, he slumps forward. Hello, everyone. That is fucking unideal. Right, boys, to arms, to arms. Sorry, Graham. It's gonna have to be what it is. Take no pleasure in it. Right, I need you guys to the back of the room. For now.
Hey.
Reposition. Alright. Alright, here we go. We're not even really using Sigani's stuff. Although, has she done wounding shot herself? You've only got one charge. You must have. Oh, you have done it. Oh, never mind. I haven't been giving you enough trust. Right. Let's let things play out. Oh my god, Brucor. Just slaying folk. Okay. This flesh construct is nearly dead. Let's not waste a knockdown there. We could knock this gentleman over. Brucor is... Things are happening. Alright. Well, no, just get on that patient. You go help Brucor. Ah, a caster. Change of plan. Disengage attack, not ideal. There we go. Good. Good. Okay, we're looking... Are you good? Why aren't you attacking? Well, you're not in the best state, though. Oh, you were bleeding. Alright, never mind. Sorry, it's a mag. It happens. How are we doing? Are we good? I think we're good. Brucor's taking some damage, but we're okay. Stop chanting. It's weird. Don't do that. A lot of screaming.
Sure.
Is that it? What? The soul's gone? Bro, okay. Well, let's... The chain's grown with added weight. Crescent bite marks pit the edges of the cot. Cash. Money. The bucket reeks of offal. Offal? Offal? Well, this is weird. Did he leave? Where's the soul gone? Has he... Well, hold up. Is there any mileage in going in? There's probably not, but we've got to check. These rooms were shut before, right? So, you never know. You never know. Let's go. No, go on. I mean, I'm pretty confident there's nothing here, but there's just that one time where you don't check. All right. So what are we going to find out here? It looks like things have just gone crazy. I wonder if all the guards are dead. This could be wild. Let's get ranged weapons out apart from Idir for the moment. It's not his name. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I bloody thought. Right.
Of course. You're not getting...
Okay, well, that was a waste of time. Just let him come in.
Hey.
No, not for Aethys. And stop doing that. Just knock him over. Everybody fire.
Let's go.
Fire! Can we loot you, sir?
Quiet.
Right. I dread to think what we're going to see in here. Yeah, these whites or whatever. Oh my god. He's just flipped out. Alright, can we get into a corner? And just like fight this kind of strategically? Why will you not fire your bow sometimes? Because you're trying to use that. I don't want you to do that.
Leave it to me.
Okay, right. Knock it. Oh, there's no point knocking it over, really. You guys will just fire that one. Oh, that one. Whoa, misclicks.
Let's go.
Intimac's still sneaking. Oh, you never got there in time.
On the hunt.
Is there any mileage in exploring the place, or should we just leave? I feel like there's no point in exploring. Except for old Dickie's office, right? Maybe we should, though.
Does it?
Let's just get to the front here. Like, the enemy shouldn't be too difficult, so it might be worth having a quick look around just in case. I imagine he's not going to be here. Maybe a golem in place of him? No one? No, he is here! Right, well, things have gone wrong, so let's have a chat. What have you done? You've been experimenting on patients against their wills, mangling their souls. I have witnessed it with my own eyes. As those face drains of what little colour it had. How could you possibly? Look, it had to be done. Ethelmore and the others, they took everything from me. Everything when I was this close. I had to know. Had to know where I failed and why. Imagine the value if I'd succeeded. I had something that could make all those hollow infants into something like a real person. And with a few more patrons and a few years' research, who knows? No one had come that close with the legacy. It's why I have to continue. Why I have to risk everything here working in secret. It's why you have to lie to Ethelmore for me. Tell him you've cleared me of all suspicion. No, fuck that, dude. That's not okay. I'm going to expose you for what you are.
Then I can't let you get in my way either.
Alright, I mean, also, why was it not an option to tell him what we'd learned from the soul? That it wasn't his fault? Well, at least the other guy was messing with his stuff. I feel like that should have been an option. Anyway, let's just execute this fool. Yep, that's that. Right. I'm close to a breakthrough. I have found an ample source of essence now, and the vessels have responded positively to infusion with the proxy. Human trials are the next logical course. Patient record Graham. Oh, well, we've already seen that.
Sure.
Right. So we need to go back to Ethelmore. I don't think there is actually any value in exploring. I really don't think there is at all. But obviously this door's open and the whole place is a madhouse now. So we need to be careful. I still want to check these rooms, I think. I wonder if old Betty over there, old Besser, is alright. This all took a turn for the worse, didn't it? I assume this guy's fine, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to come and do this quest later, would you? Head Warden must be told what's going on down here. Yeah, like, that's why nothing's happening there. And presumably her as well, because if you did Aloth's quest afterwards... It'd be good to return to Revua. Yeah, okay, well, you're just... Getting out of here, it's not safe anymore. You're going to die in front of my eyes, aren't you? No? Okay, I really thought you were just going to get, like, completely deleted from the universe, but no. Right, let's find out what's going on upstairs then. Unless everything's fine up here. It is. Okay. What the blazes happened down there? You were given permission to ask questions. I had things under control until I killed the leaden key spy, at which point he possessed a flesh construct. I mean, where do we begin? Okay, let's go number 2. It's complicated. A patient of yours, Usgrim, was working for the leaden key, only without knowing it. You finish your explanation, and Ethelmore breaks his silence. I have read accounts of people in history who could do what you describe. The accounts are few and brief and never reliable. Some go as far to suggest they are all the same person. If truly such a person was here among us, plotting our ruin, would that I had a body again and could be of some real use in our time of need. I fear what the future may hold for this place. I am grateful that you were able to dispatch the threat before there was a loss of innocent life. We very nearly had another scandal on our hands. What of Azo? What part did his experiments play in the catastrophe? Yeah, this is awkward. I confronted Azo. I was forced to kill him. He groans in disgust. Such a waste. There was none more gifted working here. In time, I had hoped to rehabilitate his image, but a mind like his, so full of ideas, leaves little room for patience. I would inquire more into the matter, but in truth, you have done this institution a favour. Were his transgressions ever to reach the public, there would be a terrible uproar. I was blind to have trusted him a second time. His tone takes an ominous quality that reverberates all around you. I trust you'll be more cautious in future inquiries.
Hello.
Anything new? Hello? Are we good? I guess that's the end of it. Right. Is the quest done then? Is that... Right, the tower is fine. Oh yeah, the man who waits. There we go. So we've finished that one. The prisoner. We've got to go to Deerford for that one. And we've got to find the tower near a cemetery in a neighbourhood filled with rundown estates. Surely that's Heritage Hill, right? That's what I'm expecting. We'll see. It might not be. But wow, that was fun, wasn't it? That was cool. I really enjoyed that. Nice little storyline with some action. We haven't had much action, you know, for a while now. We've been sorting things out. Oh, hello.
Good day to you.
Beg your pardon? I have a message for you. You are summoned to Hadrit House, where Lady Webb wishes to meet with you as soon as possible. Not much you can do in these parts without Lady Webb knowing it. Knowing about it, sorry. At least that's what I'd always heard. Guess it's true. How did you know where to find me? Well, it's Lady Webb. She knows everything. Where can I find Hadrit House? I know we've been there. It's just over there, my lord. The southwest corner of Brackenbury. You'll find the lady upstairs. Tell me about Lady Webb. Do you not know Lady Webb? She's... well, no one's seen her, exactly, in a long time, but she's the mistress of Dunwood Row. She's been for as long as anyone can remember. He pauses, eyeing passers-by with suspicion. Quietly, he continues. She's supposed to be old. Older than anybody. And she never leaves her room. Some say she's wasted away and she's just a pile of bones kept animated by dark magics. She's still at it, best anyone can tell. Learning things, keeping us safe. Pulling the strings behind the throne, too, it's said. Has a ring of ciphers doing her bidding, telling her everything that goes on. You do wrong in this country. Before you go asking the gods for forgiveness, best you ask Lady Webb first. Very well. Alright, solid then. Let's go see her. We've got things to do, but this may as well be the next thing. While we're in the spirit of the story. I was just going to check how much magic we have. Oh, this fucker again. I mean, this gentleman. Hello. As you near the apparition, you are overcome suddenly by a powerful anxiety that sits like a stone in your stomach. The feeling is not quite real. The recollection of an emotion rather than the emotion itself. It wrenches your insides nevertheless. The apparition's brow is tensed, a look of concern plain across its face. The other missionaries
say you have been neglectful of your duties.
Alright, bro. My mind has been elsewhere.
Oh? And what troubles you?
The pain in your stomach deepens, and you feel for a moment as though you're about to be sick. Your mouth has gone dry. Forgive me, Eminence. I wish to leave the order. The man folds his fingers together and presses them to his mouth, thoughtful.
You have been an apt student, and your convictions have inspired those around you. May I ask what has changed to make you feel this way?
Oh my god, we can pick whatever we want. The people we intended to convert, they committed unspeakable acts, sacrifices, mutilations. My family has not taken to my new faith well, they no longer speak to me. I've done something unforgivable. We were attacked on my last mission. Not 2 or 3. I don't know. Maybe it should be 3. Oh, let's go 1. The apparition exhales slowly and its lips press together. Sympathetic rapport in its eyes. It places its hand on your shoulder.
These are the ways of the heathen world.
Surely the gods would do better to destroy us all and start anew.
Perhaps they would. It may come to that one day. This is why we must not fail. The heathens are beyond the gods' reach. They do not know better. We are tasked with delivering them to the gods, so that the gods may heal their souls.
Is such a thing possible?
I have seen it with my own eyes. You will see it too, if you choose to remain.
If you say so.
There is no greater calling than the one we have chosen. Neither words, nor wealth, nor battle will end this suffering. Only the gods. Will you give them that chance?
The knot in your stomach seems to loosen all at once, and the anxiety is replaced with something else entirely. Something warm and soothing, and is something that you know you can never repay. As the vision fades, you start to become cognizant of all the many odd looks aimed in your direction. Your last response echoes in your mind. I will. Interesting. Is this who we used to be? Don't know. We're going to find out. Right. Right, I'm just desperate to check what the magic... Oh, the magic situation's bad. Why don't we, just in case something kicks off, why don't we go and rest now? Just quickly. While we're on the way up there, we'll just check... Cadnua, we need to go. What's that? Oh, return to Versano, of course. That's probably the next thing, to be honest. Does this pause the game? Right, I didn't even realise. Okay. Alright, well, we'll make that the next thing. I think that's the only remaining... Oh, yeah, but that's the main thing we have left to do in terms of easily doable tasks in the city, if that makes sense, which it doesn't. Let's go and grab a room. Do we want to switch out our party at all? I don't think so. I'm kind of good with it for now. I do kind of miss Durance a little bit in the party. But I think it's okay. I don't really mind. I mean, I'm here for the story as much as the characters, you know.
How do you do?
Rooms. Let's go perception again. Oops. Wait, did we rest? We did, right? That's what that is.
Hey, how may I help?
Yes. Good. Perfect.
Right.
Perfect. Perfect. Right. Out we go again. And let's go see Lady Webb. This is really interesting as well. Thing is, we've kind of been doing a lot of like side quests and miniature little storylines and stuff. We haven't really been going after the main, you know, like big storylines for a while. So it's kind of exciting to be back in the mix a bit. Not that I mind the side quests. It's all very, very good. Right. So we'll go ahead inside. Upstairs to Lady Webb. Whatever Lady Webb is. Maybe we'll get to meet her, though. That'd be cool. Is this the room? I think that's the room. Lady Webb will see you now. Oh. Lady Webb is not a bunch of bones. Let my kitty in. There we go. I shut the door. Right. Just before we have a little... We can steal money.
I'll see what I can
I will
do.
unlock your wardrobe
Work
next
of
to
a
you
moment.
without asking. A blunderbuss. Well, we're not going to steal it.
On the hunt.
Anything hidden? Ah, just leave it. Leave it. Right, Lady Webb. This woman clutches a thick stack of parchment with spindly, wrinkled fingers. Their flesh stretched thin to near translucence with extreme age. Don't know what that is. A gossamer veil over pale blue veins. Gossamer? Gossamer? Alright. Ink splotches and candle burns dot and stripe her hands like a quilt patterned after some great, indescribable truth. She does not look up from her reading.
So, the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that would make the reincarnation of Aothis look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging.
Sorry, I punched my microphone.
They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead. So this is the Watcher who took over Cadnua. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me.
Alright. This is exactly what I would picture Alos's mother to be like.
And this fiasco in the sanitarium that you seem to have gotten yourself into the middle of. What in blazes possessed you to stir that nest of trouble?
Well, I'm investigating a strange group.
Strange does not begin to describe them. The
All right.
practices of the
Know it
Leaden
all.
Key defy all reason. You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend, which I suppose means we have much in common with them. I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might help each other. Why are you looking for the Leaden Key?
Let's be totally honest. One of their members caused my soul to awaken. I need him to reverse it. She closes her eyes and the lids flicker. Then her face goes still and her mouth parts, little more than a sliver, and her hand briefly drops open, spilling some of her parchment on the ground. The pages wafting around her legs like the leaves of a dying tree. Her fleshy eyelids peel back, and her gaze is immediately upon you.
The gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon, Grand Master of the Leaden Key. One of the most elusive and dangerous men Eora has ever known.
Well, what can you tell me about Theos?
More than most, though very few would
File.
know so much as his name. And there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The Leaden Key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it.
I see.
What scraps of evidence exist suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man. Awakened during adolescence with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes. The plots he orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit. Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things. But he is said to be one of Woodica's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism.
That old bat.
That may also explain another supposed gift of his. His body is no boundary to his soul, and he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weak enough. Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves. He is not known for his generous supply of pity.
I see.
He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, it may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems.
How do you know so much about Theos?
The same way I come by all my knowledge. Exhaustive research, spying, bribery, perhaps some less savory measures. Whatever the knowledge demands, I pay in full. There is nothing of greater value. Unfortunately, with Theos, there is also nothing more scarce. He has covered his tracks far too well. His manipulations of the course of history are lost to time now, though I believe they were many.
That's so interesting. Okay. Alright. How do you know I seek Theos?
Because you have seen his face, and that makes it a simple matter for me to see it. You even happened to catch him in his ceremonial garb, it seems. It must have been a special occasion.
I see. What do you want from me?
Keep me informed. The Leaden Key has been busy lately, and that is distressing news. I can only guess as to what they intend. You seem to have a knack for turning the stones they've crawled beneath. Keep turning them. Dunreed Row will not stop you.
Okay.
Whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use to both of us. In your case, it will surely point you to Theos. In return, I will share our knowledge with you as we learn it, and provide you with what assistance I can.
Yeah, okay. I'm here for it. Like, I'm not going to refuse, am I? Very well.
If you find your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you.
Okay. There is something I can tell you about the Leaden Keys operations.
Well, let's hear it.
I found Theos in Brackenbury Sanitarium impersonating a patient. He was trying to damage the public's opinion of animancy.
Forgive me, it is unlike Theos to leave witnesses. He must be furious.
Okay, her eyebrows raised, two painted lines over barren, sloughing skin. Her forehead is a lattice of wrinkles upon wrinkles. The corner of her mouth perks. He must be furious.
He did not aid you as you'd hoped, I take it? Well, take heart. With any luck, when he has finished his business, he will surely come and find you again, if only to kill you while you sleep.
Let him try.
This news of yours makes sense, of course. To dabble in animancy is to puzzle over the secrets of the gods. This would not be the Leaden Key's first action against it. But if this is connected to their other activities, we may be in for something on a much larger scale. If we can learn more about their goals and methods, perhaps we can get the palace behind us. With Avar's support, we may be able to put a stop to this.
That's all. Okay, what else is there to know about the Leaden Key?
Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member knows the identity of more than a handful of other members. They are kept in the dark of missions they are not involved in, or sometimes of those they are involved in. They exist to hide secrets they themselves don't know. If you can imagine how gullible someone must be for that to appear.
Well, yeah.
Despite that, they are very good at what they do, owing much to their founder, who will take matters into his own hands when necessary. And he does not fail.
Have other questions?
Yes?
How did you come to be here?
Me? I started this place, in a different time, under a different duke. I impressed the Duke with my research and my work ethic, and he became possessed of the notion that I would be ideal to lead a secret network of gifted investigators. I don't know how such an idea got into his head.
She winks. Well, this is a very rude question, but I'm curious. How old are you? She gives a half-hearted gasp and covers her mouth with crumpled fingers. You wicked man, where are your manners? Were you raised without a shred of decency?
I lost count ages ago. Such a strange thing to celebrate, getting closer to death. Oh, I've had my share of work done to prolong my existence, if that's what you're wondering. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not done here. There are things I still wish to learn. And I'll be the effigy if I let Berith carry me off before I'm through.
Okay.
There was a time when I considered enlisting the theorems of Pondgrum to extend my life indefinitely. I found the thought of devouring my political enemies to sustain my own life greatly appealing. I must have gone soft with age.
I like this lady. She's great. Are you psychic?
If you are hoping I can look at your hand and tell you whom you should marry, you can just wipe that notion from your mind. I do not know what will happen tomorrow. That is what I pay spies for. Being a cipher is not unlike being a watcher. You notice more about what is already there.
Okay, so she is a cipher as well.
Many can hold an object and know where it's been, or peer into the thoughts of people around them. They can also sometimes affect those thoughts, but that would be unethical, of course.
Of course, of course.
A tiny, talented few pick up so much about the world around them, they can get images of things to come, but these are fleeting and unreliable.
You said you don't know what will happen tomorrow.
Who said I was talented? I don't. Least not that I can trust. And with me, it's only ever about one thing anyway.
What's that?
A quiet day at home.
Yeah, I feel you. All right. Well, we'll ask the question. Is there a Lord Webb?
There was.
What happened to him?
He believed in dying with dignity. He was old-fashioned that way, my husband. We saw the world very differently, he and I. But he was good to me while he lasted.
No. Okay. Farewell then.
Try your best not to die out there.
I'll do my best. Good lady. I will do my best. Okay. Awesome. That's cool. I'm here for it. She's a really fun character. Let's head out. Shall we go back to Ondra's Gift and speak to Vetsano and maybe kill him? Maybe not. See what happens with House Dominel. Let's do that first. And then, to be honest, I thought we'd be going over to, what's it by now? Heritage Hill. But it's not panned out, has it? So I suppose that's going to be next week. You fucking what, boys? Positions, everybody. Positions. This doesn't look a lot like positions. What have we got then? Assassins. You cheeky buggers. All right. Get in there. None of that shit. Get in there. Go get that caster. Ooh, that doesn't look good. All right. Let's go. Okay, I thought this would happen. What have we got? You? Okay, what have I done there? Well, to be honest... You guys are going to have to fight your own battle for a sec. Okay, is there anything that I need to intervene with? We do have the Grimoire Slam, to be fair, if we wanted it. But let's maybe just cast that spell there. Help these guys out a bit. Oh, what's up? Stunned. Oh, psychic backlash. Interesting. Hold on. No. They've got this under control. Itumat's got that under control as well. Kill this guy. Okay, nice. Unnecessary. Okay.
Right.
How much magic did we use? Just out of... Are we good? Yeah, we're good to carry on and do the other quest, because I imagine we're going to be fighting in it. So anyway, it looks like they sent assassins to try and kill us, presumably from the Leaden Key. Scrawled note. Written on this scrap of parchment is a concise but detailed description of you, including your name, your distinguishing features, and everyone you're known to have associated with in your brief time in Deerwood. Fair enough. Better luck next time, boys. I mean, what can I say? To the gift. It's just like, yeah, that was a normal event. Just you have breakfast, go outside, and the assassins arrive. You know, it's nothing new. It's kind of cool though. We're obviously getting under somebody's skin. Where am I going, man? Down here. We can go in the back door. Let's go in the front door though. Well, you know, we're not cowards. Let's go have a word with the main man. I don't necessarily want to kill him, to be honest. I do kind of want to kill House Dominel. I've not liked them from the moment we got here. The receptionist is not here, I notice. I imagine things are already maybe deteriorating. Oh, maybe not. See, they've got guards and stuff. It's not great, is it? Okay, let's position for combat. Because, you know,
Ready, Watcher.
we don't know what's going to happen, do we? Let's put you back here.
Hi?
Put Aloth back here.
Yeah?
You can be here for now with a bow as well. And then that just...
Your thoughts must be
and you as well can have a bow. That's fine. Were you able to deliver the package? Right. You better explain why you sent me into a trap. You told me the Dominos were after you. You could have saved us both a lot of trouble. How can I trust you? You didn't tell me things would get messy. I charge extra for that. No, let's go number 2. You'd better explain why you sent me into a trap, and fast. The Dominos were there? Verzano's eyes fly open. He tugs at his beard. I was so careful. Always following the... Yes. the Ver La Vita. They couldn't have known. They're going to turn up now, aren't they? Don't come in that way. We haven't planned for that.
Well, well. Is this your last day among the living, Verzano?
Oh, it's her. Verzano wrings his hands. Your timing is impeccable. Tell her, Palagina. The Dominos are after me. Please, you've got to stop them. Bro, she probably did this. Let's be real. It's looking that way, isn't it?
As if any of this were ever in my hands. The Republics considered your business worth protecting based on its success. That success depended on cooperation with the locals, like House Dominel. You've lost that. And the favor of the Dukes.
Let's interrupt just for the memes. What's the meaning of this? How dare you?
The meaning's simple. Verzano's cut off. Shut out. His fate is left to the Dominels and whatever unlucky friends he may still have in Defiance Bay.
Verzano falls to his knees and clasps his hands together. Have mercy, Palagina. I don't stand a chance against the Dominels. He bites a trembling lip. I've brought failure and shame on myself, but you can't mean to watch your countrymen die like a dog.
Verzano, Verzano. Why are you wasting your precious breath on me? My orders come through the ambassador, and through the ambassador from people you should be honored ever gave a moment's thought to whether you live or die. You don't seem like the sort to petition the gods to keep him out of hell. So why not cry mercy to the one person in this room with the power to grant it?
She turns her attention to you and raises her feathered eyebrows expectantly. It seems like the right thing to do, and I kind of don't like the Dominels, so enemy of my enemy is my friend. I intend to protect Verzano from the Dominels. Palagina drops her gaze and lightly shakes her head from side to side. Moments later, she turns her eyes to the ceiling in amused disbelief.
Verzano, you have a saint looking out for you after all.
She strides across the room and takes the already nervous Verzano's head in her feathered hands, a gesture that seems to hover in a dangerously narrow space between caressing and crushing.
Just don't come knocking on the embassy door. Understand?
Verzano replies with a rapid, weak series of nods. Palagina nods back once and gives his face a light slap.
Do as you will. He's no longer my concern.
I see. Hello, boys. Yeah, we didn't plan for this at all, really. It's not that bad, though. Xana saunters through the door, flanked by a squad of Dominel foot soldiers. She lets her gloved hand rest on the hilt of her weapon. A sneer curdles on her face as she looks at you. It seems I was wrong to overlook your blunder. Rest assured I never make the same mistake twice. Is that so, bitch? Is that fucking so? Is that... Is that so? Yeah. Well, let's have a bit of a dance, shall we? Oh dear, you seem to have died. Immediately. Come on, let's help out these gents. We don't want the Valiant soldiers to pay the price either. No. You can help there. I demand that none of our allies fall. Alright, steady. Steady. Alof. Easy. Oh, payday. What an annoying shame. Alright. He wipes the sheen from his forehead and looks around the warehouse with the wide, fearful eyes of a hunted animal. I can't thank you enough. Hey, Miko? Sure. This won't stop the Dominels for long. I've got to get out of here, and I recommend that you do too. He hands you his pistol and gives you a bag of coin with shaking hands. That's all I have after this ill-fated venture. Thank you again, and please, look out for yourself. I got you. Soul Mother Shackle leaves a stronghold. Well, you know, stuff happens. Fine dagger, fine rapier, fine metal armor. Nothing to get too excited about. Another duelist's hat.
Sure. Hey.
And this one? Or is that not? Is that bugs? No loot? Oh, no. Oh, it's just, yeah, no real loot. Ooh. Okay. Other grimoire to just take a little sneak peek at. Oh, it's a two-handed pistol? Okay, well, hang on. Let's just... Ooh. How much money do we have? 29,000 still. I think we just learn all of these. Okay, that's the crackling bolt, straight line bouncing off walls. Draining touch. Oh, yeah, that's the drain as well. Oh, that's so good. Okay. What's this? Whoops-a-daisy. No. Miasma of dull-mindedness. Okay. Penalties to perception, intellect, resolve. I mean, we'll learn them all, to be honest. Creates a bizarre and perplexing visual distraction. Confusing enemies. Okay. What's this? Parasitic staff. I mean, sure. And jolting touch. Nearest enemy. Okay. Low-key chain lightning. I guess we don't need to change anything for now, though. Actually, it's fine. Do we want to equip that, then? I guess we do. That's going to be so much better than our blunderbuss, even though I really enjoy the blunderbuss. Oh, God, yeah. I mean, to be fair, is the damage per pellet, per projectile? Probably. Maybe not, then. It could do a ton of damage. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy the blunderbuss. I might keep the blunderbuss and give... I might enchant this blunderbuss as well. Freezing lash, bit of freeze damage. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? We can't do slaying, unfortunately, because we're missing Berth's bell. Okay. Why the hell not? But I will give this pistol to somebody. It's just a question of who do I want to give it to. Maybe you? Oh no, but you've got the bloody talent, haven't you? That's awkward, actually. It basically has to go to the grieving mother, I think. And we have to scrap the arbalist, which isn't a huge deal. But I think I'm right in saying, whoops-a-daisy. Nothing new to report. Then don't waste my time. You've got weapon-focused peasant, which does not include pistols. No, hunting bow, which is why you're using that. And you've obviously got... Oh, you don't? To be fair... Oh no, weapon-focused peasant. I'm blind. Yeah, hunting bow. I was looking at the wrong bit. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. So they both need to use hunting bows. Which they are. So it's going to have to be you. Which is fine. Cool. There it is. Look, it's a huge pistol. No wonder it's two-handed. Look at that. Right, so we're about time to end the episode. I just want to check... What was the quest called? Was it a task? Supply and demand. No? No. I just wanted to... I just wanted to see it. Is it clandestine cargo? No! All hands on deck? I wanted to basically... I mean, this is stupid. I should just check our current quest to make sure it's not still something that we're doing. No. No. No, it's not. So it's done either way. Never mind. Okay, fine. All right, so I think what we'll do... I don't know what this means with our interactions with House Dominel now. I don't know how ratty they're going to be. Presumably pretty ratty. We will see how that unfolds. But I think next episode, assuming we're not about to get attacked by assassins again, we'll go to Heritage Hill. And we'll start looking around in there. And presumably we're going to have a whole bunch of combat while we're doing so. So I think that's the plan. Anyway, it's been a fun one today. We've done a load of really cool stuff. I've been super into it. Really awesome. So as always, thank you very much for joining me. Have yourself a fantastic day. And I will see you in the next episode.